Welcome to Wittenberg Academy's Introduction to Latin for Grown-Ups. Of course, we usually do high schoolers, junior high, and elementary kids, introducing them to Latin and teaching them Latin. But we're going to do this intensive 3-week adult course of Introduction to Latin. And so I wanted to do an introduction video just about Latin, about how to study Latin, about this course, what I see as the goals and so forth. First of all, you have to ask yourself what level of exposure you've had to languages in the past as you come to this. So if you had a modern language in high school or college, if you took French or Spanish or German, that's going to serve you well in one sense, that you've kind of used those pathways in your brain before for learning a new language. In another sense, unless you've studied Greek or Latin or another inflected language, highly inflected language. German is a little bit inflected. That is, the endings on the words are more important than the position of the word in the sentence. English and French and Spanish are very positional languages. About the only changes words go through, right? We add an S for a plural, stone, stones, or we have a few irregular plurals, child, children. And the pronouns change. You can't say me has a cake. You have to say I have a cake. So we have few verb changes, few pronoun changes, but mostly it's the position of the word in the sentence. German, of course, has a lot of inflection and a lot of rules about position. So that kind of uses both. But until you've studied a highly inflected language like Greek or Latin or Sanskrit, then you don't really have a flavor for that. So if you've studied Latin before, I'm going to have a host of videos. You can kind of find your entry point in our book, First Year Latin. But if you've not had Latin before, that's fine. We're going to start you off from day one. And since we're dealing with adults, you're going to get out of the course what you put into it. I've got at least videos up for at least a full term of high school Latin. I think that's very doable in this 3-week session. You'd be looking at doing about 10 lessons out of first year Latin per week. So if you're working 5 days a week, about 2 lessons a day, I think that's very doable. Of course, it's a time commitment. Because, again, when dealing with an inflected language, you simply must put in the time to learn the inflections, to learn the paradigms, the patterns for how verbs change, for how nouns change. The rest of it, will come very easily to an interested adult. How a sentence fits together, the grammar, all of that's going to come way easier for you than it does for a 6th or a 7th grader. What's more difficult for adults is the rote memorization. A 6th or 7th grader eats up the paradigms, no problem. You're going to have to put in more time on memorizing that. In one of the first videos, I introduce, how I advise people to make flashcards and how to study them. But you can have your own method. But I really do advocate writing out the paradigms on a flashcard. It just engages another set of pathways in your brain to set that stuff down into memory. So with all of our Latin classes, the format is you have videos to watch, and you have quizzes that our students would receive grades on. Again, as an adult, you're not interested in a grade, you're interested in learning. So you can just view the quizzes as benchmarks to feedback for you, so that do I need to be spending more time learning my vocabulary, learning my forms, am I just struggling at translation? And then we communicate via the forums or via email if you're struggling with a concept, or if one of the videos goes haywire. That's happened to me on YouTube a couple of times. For some reason, I've had to re-upload a video. So, that kind of stuff, just contact me through the forum or via email. and we'll get those problems rectified, or we'll give you the extra help you need to get a certain concept or whatnot. But I really like the book. The chapters are bite-sized, which is the main thing I like about the book. They're very intelligible, and you can really feel like you're making progress because you're moving through lessons every day. Okay. So I guess that's it for the introduction. You know, I think you're aiming at 5 days a week, 2 lessons a day, plus all the time beyond, you know, watching the videos that you're going to need to spend creating your flashcards or whatever else you're going to use to memorize your forms, and then actually spending time memorizing it. And we'll keep in close contact, and I think you can make a lot of advancement. Please contact me directly right away if you have advanced, if you take a look at this and you're getting back into Latin, and you take a look at this book and you're beyond lesson 30. Contact me directly, because I'll need to make some more videos for you, because right now I've got videos basically for Latin 1 and Latin 3. So if you're at the Latin 2 level, let me know right away so that I can be prepared for you as we move through that course. Hope to see you in Wittenberg's Summer Latin for Adults.